Hello, welcome to Baby Child and Co once again. I'm so excited to come your way because today we are talking about a question that many mothers have struggled with. Not only mothers, all those who have helped mothers in caring for their babies have also struggled with this question. Have you visited our blog, by the way? It's called babychildandco.com. When you do, subscribe, that is, join our parenting club. Our parenting club is basically our subscription. It enables us to send you relevant information week by week to help you as you parent your child. Today we are talking about how to produce a lot of breast milk. Sounds familiar, right? You may have struggled with this question yourself. We know that breast is best for our babies. We recommend that you exclusively breastfeed your baby for 6 months. That is the World Health Organization recommendation. But sometimes mothers struggle with the feeling that they are not producing a lot of breast milk. I totally understand this. I have been there. I have gone through it. So I totally get it. But is your milk supply really low? That is the first question that you need to answer. Because low breast milk production is very, very rare. Most mothers will produce enough breast milk for their babies. Low breast milk production is rare. Having said so, what are the things that will prevent you from producing a lot of breast milk? There are emotional factors like stress, anxiety, conflict in the home, depression. These things will work against you producing a lot of breast milk. There are some lifestyle factors as well, like drinking alcohol, smoking, drinking too much caffeine will not make you produce a lot of breast milk. If you've had major surgery on your breast and the breast volume is small, then you may not produce enough breast milk, unfortunately. Another thing is medications. So when you're a breastfeeding mom, you need to bring any and every medication to the attention of your healthcare provider so that it will be checked for you whether it will interfere with your breast milk production. Now, what are the things that will make you produce a lot of breast milk? The first one is skin-to-skin contact with your baby. In simple terms, hold your baby. You hold your baby, you provide warmth, you protect your baby from infections, but it also helps you to produce a lot of breast milk. If you've had a preterm, you may have been advised to do kangaroo mother care. It's the same thing. Just hold your baby. Be skin to skin with your baby. It helps you to produce a lot of breast milk. The other thing you should do is to breastfeed as often as you can. From about the 4th day or so, you should breastfeed your baby about 8 to 12 times a day. That's roughly every 3 hours. And doing that, as long as your breast is emptied, more milk is produced because breast milk production is a matter of demand and supply. When you breastfeed your baby, you should offer both breasts. When you start feeding on the left, make sure that the left is emptied before you move to the right. Sometimes your baby may not be able to empty the right as well. What you need to do is to bear this in mind so that the next time you start feeding, you will start from the right. It may be difficult sometimes to remember it, but just try, you will remember it. You may also need to express the breast milk between feeds. Perhaps you've taken a walk and the baby has missed a feed, or the baby slept for too long and you didn't wake up to feed, and the breast is full. You can express that milk, and once the breast is empty, more milk will come in. The next thing you need to do is to drink a lot of water. Breast milk is more than 90% of water. And if you want to produce anything, what do you want to do? You want to have the raw materials, right? So drink a lot of water so that you can produce a lot more milk. And it helps to make you feel good. When you're hydrated, you generally feel good. You feel active. You feel very healthy as well. And eat well. You've often heard it said that you are now supposed to be eating for 2. Well, eat well just means that you should eat a balanced diet. You do not necessarily need to eat for 2, but on your plate should be the enough calories, should be carbohydrates, proteins, your fruits, your vegetables, everything, your fats and oils, everything that is balanced, that you need to be healthy. And bear in mind that breast milk production requires a little more energy as well. So you need to eat well. And then rest. I've already said that stress, and anxiety, they work against the letdown. So you should rest. You are a super mom. I agree with you. Everybody agrees with you. But this is the time when you should, if you can, delegate some of the responsibilities. Caring for older siblings, mopping the floor. Some of these things should be taken off your hands so that you will have time to rest, and that will make you produce enough breast milk for your baby. I've also forgotten that you should start breastfeeding early. When you start breastfeeding early, it helps to make the milk come in early, and then you are well on your way to producing a lot of breast milk for your baby. There are some foods, particular food kinds, that help you to produce enough breast milk as well. Oatmeal, for instance, a lot of them, the evidence is not so strong. So once you make sure that you are eating a balanced diet, that should take care of it. And now that I've said all this, you may be wondering, how do you know if your baby is getting enough breast milk actually? Well, the best test for whether a baby is getting enough breast milk is that the baby is growing, gaining weight adequately. So when you take your baby to hospital or child welfare clinic, you can ask them to explain the weight to you. Or you look in the child health record and compare your baby's weight to the standard weight that a baby of that sex and age should weigh. And then you know how your baby is doing compared to those ones. From about, say, the 4th, 5th, 6th day, your baby should be able to pass those about 4 times a day, should be able to also wet about 4 to 6 diapers a day. If that is happening, most likely your baby is being fed very well. Don't worry about a baby who is crying, because it's not all cry that is hunger. Babies cry because they are too cold, because they are too hot, because there's too much sound, because they are tired, because it's too bright. There are so many reasons why babies cry. You should look for our video on colics and watch that one as well. That is also one of the reasons babies cry. So a crying baby does not always mean that that baby is hungry. Like I said, the true test of whether you are producing enough breast milk is whether your baby is growing as your baby should grow. So yes, we have struggled with this question. So many mothers across the world have struggled with this question. So if you are struggling with whether you are producing enough breast milk, you are not alone. But with these tips, I hope that you will be able to produce a lot of breast milk. Just take it easy. We know that breast is best. But if really you are not producing enough breast milk, we also know that fed is best. Your baby should be fed by all means. However your baby will be fed, your baby should be fed. So if you still have questions after this video, kindly bring them to the attention of your healthcare provider and let them go through these things with you. Find out whether really you are part of the very, very, very rare group of women who do not produce enough breast milk. It's not likely anyway, but I understand. And if that happens, they can draw up a plan for you or help you to choose another way to feed your baby very well. I hope with these tips, you will be able to produce a lot of breast milk. Thank you for watching. Have you subscribed? Subscribe, and please hit the notification button so that when we upload videos, you will be able to see them. Visit our blog as well. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.